Hello everybody and welcome back to another election prediction video today. Today I'm going to be doing a quicker election prediction, probably a few minutes, between Mike Pompeo and Pete Buttigieg. Mike Pompeo, obviously the former Secretary of State, and Pete Buttigieg, the Secretary of Transportation, current Secretary of Transportation. He definitely is in line to possibly run for the presidency if Biden decides not to, and he probably would have a good shot at winning the nomination, so obviously a good candidate, contendable candidate from the Democrats and from the Republicans. Pompeo has that name recognition as well. Before I begin the video, please make sure to go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Please subscribe, and let's continue those subscriptions. Anyway, let's get right into our safe Buttigieg races. Safe Buttigieg races will still be the West Coast and the Northeast. Not a surprise to most, adding up to 181 electoral votes, and Mike Pompeo's will be the usual 125 electoral votes. Buttigieg and Pompeo both have that suburban appeal and kind of that Rust Belt appeal. So it's going to be interesting to see. I mean, if this was an actual election, it'd be interesting to see that dynamic. But let's continue with our likely Pompeo states. I don't think Buttigieg will do well in the New Mexico, Arizona, Nevada region. And it may be, and it's unfortunate, but I think that simply him, being gay could have a negative effect on the way that Hispanics vote for him, and Black communities vote for him. And you saw that very low support in the Black community in the 2020 Democratic primary, and that plays into that stereotype. And I think you could see that with Hispanic communities, low turnout for him, and Black communities, and I think that could harm him in a negative way. Pompeo really will get similar margins to Trump did, in my mind, with those communities, so it really wouldn't make a difference to him, and that would be a negative impact for him. So the only likely race will be Colorado. I think Virginia could narrow up, depending on the way Glenn Youngkin runs the state. But there's a lot to see from Virginia. Glenn Youngkin will be sworn in very soon, so we're going to have a lot to say on that. Anyway, likely Pompeo states will be Iowa, Ohio, Maine 2nd Congressional District, and Nebraska 2nd Congressional District. After redistricting, Nebraska 2nd will be much more to the right, most likely at least. Anyway, let's get to lean Buttigieg states. Lean Buttigieg will still be New Mexico, Virginia, would lean to Pete Buttigieg. Being Secretary of Transportation, he does have that, industry appeal kind of. Being from Indiana, somewhat in the Rust Belt, I'm going to give him the state of Minnesota by a lean margin, as well as having that good Northeast appeal. Did well in the Democratic primaries in New Hampshire. He could win Maine at large in New Hampshire by lean margins as well. That gets him up to 225 electoral votes. Now, lean Pompeo race would be Texas, Florida, North Carolina, Wisconsin, all leaning to Mike Pompeo. Wisconsin, the most prevalent Rust Belt state to trend in the direction of the right. Florida, Texas will go by lean margins, and same with North Carolina. That's just, there's not really much to say on that, just the usual. Florida shifted a little bit to the right. Texas will remain lean/likely for the next at least one more election, probably a few more at least, in North Carolina. And we don't even know, trends go back and forth. So Texas may become, is it going more to the left? It could turn around or it could continue. We don't know. But we will see going into 2022 and beyond. Anyway, we now get into our tilt Buttigieg states and tilt Pompeo states. However, I do not believe that there will be any tilt Buttigieg states. I think that all of the remaining states will tilt to Mike Pompeo, simply due to, unfortunately or fortunately for Mike Pompeo, Buttigieg's low standing in the Hispanic and Black community. And, just to recount, he did not perform well in the Democrat primaries with these communities. I don't think he would perform well in the general election. Even with Barack Obama campaigning for him, that could help slightly, but it won't have that much of a profound impact on the race. So Mike Pompeo wins pretty bigly, kind of flipping significant amounts of states. The whole Rust Belt, Wisconsin, Michigan, Pennsylvania, Georgia, Arizona, and Nevada, and Nebraska 2nd. So significant gains for the Republicans in this election. And a big win. And to be honest, I think this map is slightly plays into the Democrats' vulnerabilities at the moment, because Buttigieg is really one of their best candidates out there, aside from Biden if he decided to run again. But most people don't think he will run again. And then really the main people on the bench is like Pete Buttigieg, Kamala Harris, Bernie Sanders, maybe Elizabeth Warren, and a few others that aren't as well known. But there really isn't the best bench for the Democrats, and even Buttigieg, I don't think would perform well against somebody like Mike Pompeo. But yeah, this is my prediction. Please let me know below what you think. If you think I should call anything differently, maybe towards Buttigieg or maybe towards Pompeo even. and stay tuned for more videos. Like and subscribe to the channel. Hopefully we're at 400 by the time this video comes out. I'm making it, this video, the time that comes out, I made it about a week before, so I don't know if we're going to be at 400 by then, but if we are, awesome. Anyway, have a great day and stay tuned for more videos.